Now, I know that I told y'all that one episode of this show was enough for me to know that this show was not for me. But because they were roasting Sharelle so bad on social media, I had to go back and check out the rest of the show. And basically, from episode to episode, it progressively got worse. Sharelle wanted to be famous, baby, and she got her wish because now she's on a world tour trying to promote her innocence and trying to make herself look better. And she's falling flatter and flatter on her face with every clip that I see of her because there is no explanation for the behavior that was displayed on this show. And it's no way that you can convince me to believe that she is not a horrible person and horrible to the point that I don't even understand how people would want to be around her other than to see what they can get up off of her and spend her money. In order to be around a woman like her, you must have an ulterior motive because there's no way you're there because you genuinely like her, because that would have to mean that you see some form of similarities in her within yourself. And if you share similarities with this woman that tried to pretend like she was a young lady, because she is very seasoned. I don't care what nobody say. That lady is not no 37 years old. Because as the show went on, I had to Google because I just needed a little bit more information. But from what I saw and what was displayed on the show and just her behavior, her walk, her talk, everything about her screams elder. Mean, nasty, bitter elder at that. But anyway, Stoney should have socked her. I don't care what nobody say, especially in that scene where she invited them to some type of little viewing for her business to try to, I guess, get some ideas or something for her boutique. And Sharelle brought one of her gay friends there to, I guess, I don't know what he was there for, but he's not even fly enough to talk about somebody's establishment, what they got going on, what they're building. I don't care what he sells, what he does, none of that. Your hair is dry and brittle. You don't look nice in your clothes, and you're just not the person that I'm willing to take critique from whatsoever. So no. And then they was out there cackling and whatnot on the little balcony or whatever. I would have definitely threw them up out of my event, and I would have made Sharelle eat her words because I would have punched her right in her mouth. The one that has the baby by Kodak, she's so lost in the sauce and delusional to the point that I don't even know what to say about her. Sade was my fave because she kept it real and she was the only one that was acting like she had any sense at all. I feel like they used the girl Jules for this whole culture vulture storyline, which to me was kind of boring. And I just don't like the fact that, like, don't get me wrong, I do feel like there are certain instances where other cultures tap into our culture because they know it's the easiest way to get people to listen to them. But in that instance where the girl Jules was fighting the black girl and she was like, my hair is real. I wear my real hair a lot too. And I wear my real nails. That's the first thing I'm bringing up. And I'm black. So I don't think that necessarily had anything to do with race. If you have your real hair out, you do not want your real hair to be pulled. If somebody snatches your wig off, that's a different thing. But if somebody pulls your hair from the root, that's like real life damage. You can get your hair pulled out one time and it never grows back. So I completely understand why she made that statement. And I don't feel as though that was racial at all. But everybody's entitled to their opinion. So if people wanted to feel as though that was racial, I mean, I guess. But me personally, no. Hair is hair. Nobody wants their real hair pulled. And as y'all can see, the next thing you know, she had a bob. So that girl probably did pull some of her real hair out. The girl Alexis, she was all right. She seems as though she was the only one that had a real live legitimate business because, I mean, a boutique, everybody named mom got a boutique. And not saying that it's anything wrong with it, but I do notice that especially in a certain group of girls, some girls only just open up a boutique just to say that they do something. I think there was a lot more going on with Stoney and Sharelle than what they put out there, because if I had to take a wild guess, I would assume that Sharelle knows that Ocho Cinco slid up in Stony DMs. Now, what y'all think about that? And also, as y'all can see, because of what played out with Sharelle and Ocho Cinco with their lawyers and everything, Sharelle does seem as though she's there for reasons other than being in love with this guy. Like, Stony was basically saying that it's a PR relationship, and it definitely appeared that way on the show. And as for the rest of the girls, I guess they were just there for decoration because I don't even know what was going on with them, but whatever. But definitely, I feel as though Sharelle got what she wanted because the main focus is on her. And maybe she's one of those people that feels as though any publicity is publicity, but you have to be careful with that because that can make people not like you enough to not want to work with you and destroy your business. So I hope she has a backup plan, but if not, she gonna find out the hard way.